Hi, and welcome back to RedRum Media. I'm your host, Kay. Today I wanted to provide you with some updates in regards to the case of Alexis Sharkey. Since we recorded our last podcast, there have been a few things that have come to light. Some of those include who might have actually alerted her family to her disappearance, how she might have been discovered, and the past of some people that are being rumored online that might have something to do with this. So let's go ahead and get started. So as I mentioned, we wanted to talk about Tom. Tom Sharkey is the husband, or was the husband, of Alexis Sharkey. It's come to light that he may have actually told the family of Alexis that she was missing around the exact same time that her friend Tanya Ricardo alerted the family, sometime on Friday evening or Saturday morning. I'm really confused as far as the timeline, specifically in regards to her being reported missing. But I can tell you that a body was found the next morning on Saturday around 10:30, well, depends on who you ask, around 8:30 a.m., maybe 10:30-ish was when it was reported by Houston Police Department on their Twitter. Now, I can also tell you this. Some people have also been speculating that the last person she saw on Thanksgiving might be involved. We talked about her last week, as she was the friend that did a pretty extensive interview with a local media outlet. Some people have discovered that Tanya had a procedure, actually. She had 8 procedures in one day, it's being alleged, and spent tens of thousands of dollars to look just like Meghan Markle. That was her goal anyway. She was a cute girl before. She's still a cute girl, but I don't think she looks like Meghan Markle. That's neither here nor there. She's a divorced mom who apparently was obsessed with Markle so much that she wanted to look just like her. So she went to a plastic surgeon that was supposed to be able to help her do just that. I saw some videos on Inside Edition and other news sources that allege this same surgeon has helped people look like Melania Trump and Ivanka Trump and more. So it's pretty crazy. And apparently she's not the only one who was trying to actually look like Meghan Markle. Anyway, she allegedly told Alexis's parents about the same time that Tom did. This is what Alexis's mom has come out and said. Something else I wanted to talk about is the fact that there's still no cause of death. The autopsy is still not complete, but there's something major that has transpired. I just checked the death certificate, scratch that. Let's go back. I'm going to try I can't talk today. I'm going to try to not edit this. So I have a lot that I have going on at this time, but I want to get this out to you. So bear with me here. But I've been checking the case status with the county, and the case status has been the same, except for today it was put on there. The next of kin was actually Alexis's parents and not Alexis's husband, which it was prior, as you can see here. So I'm not really sure what that determination was or what changed that, or what caused that change, rather. But I also know that there have been a couple posts that have been made on Instagram by her friends just today. I mean, even very recently today. And those posts include, if you know, you know. Our girl will finally be able to rest in peace. The truth will come to light, and we will get answers. Hashtag justice for Alexis. One also posted, for the people who have reached out and posted about @Alexis Sharkey, thank you so much. And for the people coming and messaging us saying negative things about her or thinking they have any clue as to what happened, just stop. Y'all know absolutely nothing. There have been 7 of us on top of her case since we couldn't get a hold of her. We have been working nonstop since 11/28 to find out exactly what happened to our best friend. This was a friend named Chelsea, and she tagged a couple friends named Courtney, Tanya, Allie, Desiree, Lauren, and a Southern drawl, I think it is. So those have just been a couple of things that have come forward in regards to the case. Now, there's also something else that I want to talk about, and that is the most recent information that has come to light in regards to Tom Sharkey's, I don't know if it was his first marriage or his previous marriage. I know it was a marriage that he had with children. It was in Florida, and he actually had family members testify against him at one point during the divorce proceedings. And the family said that they were concerned for his well-being. It was also determined that Tom was doing some rather heinous things to his ex-wife. And he was almost like employing or encouraging his children to go on the attack of the mom and say all these vulgar and heinous things to her. So a lot of people were wanting to know, like, why would someone who's married to this woman leave her naked on the side of the road? Why would they do that with her body? Well, we could ask why Tom in his previous marriage decided that it would be a good idea to send what is presumably nude or private and risque pictures to her former employer, or maybe it's her current employer. I don't know how you would look at your employer every day if they had nude photos of you, and I don't know if it was exactly nude photos. As you can see here, it's kind of vague, but it was determined between the courts and I don't know who else. Sometimes it's mediators, sometimes it's other people. It was a rather long document, but the important parts I highlighted here. It was basically determined that not only was Tom not a good fit to have, 50-50 custody, or the majority of the custody or primary custody of the children, it was determined he couldn't even have custody of them or have visitation with them unless it was with his mom or his sister. So, if I'm doing my math right here, which, that's always up in the air, but, his daughter, I think, is around the age that Alexis was when she passed away. Give or take a few years. Probably take a few years. I think she was a few years younger. This divorce document that I came across, I think it was dated in 2009. So that was about 11 years ago. So if his daughter was, say, 24 now, 11 years ago, that'd be 13 then. How hard is it to supervise a 13-year-old? What are you doing that you can't supervise your 13-year-old? And there was another kid as well. So, just some food for thought there. There's been a few things that have come to light and have contradicted some of the information that we've heard before. But honestly, I don't think we're going to be able to determine anything until an arrest is made and or until the final autopsy report has been released. I think they're waiting on toxicology and possibly some other tests. And sometimes, even if they put a rush on toxicology testing, it can take up to 6 weeks or more. So hopefully we get an answer sometime soon. And I hope that if, I say this loosely because I really do think that she was murdered, but if someone else is responsible for Alexis's death, I hope that they are held accountable, even if it's not intentional. As we talked before, you can see more of the updates in our previous episode. My husband and I kind of talk about some things in regards to the case, and we give you a rundown of what we knew at the time. And we really don't know a whole lot more than that, other than a few key pieces of information that have been released. So we wanted to bring that to you. I've put in a Freedom of Information Act with the Houston Police Department, in addition to the coroner or medical examiner that's there in Harris County. And I'm waiting to find out what I'm going to get back from that. I'm trying to get any type of information that they have for body cams, 911 calls, if there are any, and any of that information that is releasable, including the autopsy when it is releasable as well. So if you would like to further discuss this case, you can join our Facebook group. I'll put the link down below and in the comments section. And as always, I'd like to know what you think about this case. What are your thoughts? Do you think this new information really would change your mind, or has it changed your mind if you had a different opinion? And what do you really think happened to Alexis? Leave your comment down below. And if you like our video, please do us a favor and give us a thumbs up and share it with your family and friends. We'd really like to get this message around and make sure that everybody that needs to know about our missing persons cases and unsolved cases get the information and the notifications. Thank you so much. Happy holidays and have a great one. And until next time, we'll see y'all later.